since 1948. The National Wrestling Alliance has historically been the largest sanctioning body in professional wrestling.
Wow, man. It's Southern All-Star Wrestling. I cannot believe the crowd here at the Sawmill. Southern All-Star Wrestling. Listen to a Nick Nitrous. They are making the noise right here in Sawmill. Unbelievable, folks. We've got an incredible broadcast on the card for you tonight. Nick, we are going to be blessed with the debut of a man who simply calls himself the King. Wow, man. Shane Williams, you call yourself the King? A lot of stiff competition, Jason James, right here at Saw. It's a long way to the top. If you want to sit on the throne, you better be prepared. Shane Williams. Also on the broadcast, one half of the Southern Tag Team Champions, Kerry Awful, one-on-one doing battle with a man who, get this, suffered his first defeat ever here in the Sawmill last week on the broadcast. Big Josephus Brody. Wow, man, if Kerry Awful thinks that defeat last week is going to slow a mammoth of a man down by the name of Brody, he's got something coming. Brody's on a train wreck. And an old feud rekindled tonight. Some bad blood may spew over again, as these two men have a huge history in the Sawmill. They're going one-on-one again tonight. Eric the Dragon Andrews against Alan Shepard. The anti-bully killer is Shepard. Month. The fans will tell you they've been brawling for months, and tonight it should be a true knuckle buster right here at Saw. And last week on the broadcast, successful title defense for one Wolfie D, the Southern Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, get this, tonight he defends against a man who we saw scouting the competition on the stage last week, the headliner, Chris Michaels. Last week, Chris Michaels standing up applauding Wolfie D. The fans love both of these guys. What a main event, Jason James. It's going to be an hour packed full of action. It's Southern All-Star Wrestling. One thing left to say, it's showtime, and Saw starts now. I guess he's not a man to be taken lightly with this week. Obviously not in a good mood is this big man.
Ladies and gentlemen, practice number one, follow a 15-minute time limit.
Obviously not in a good mood is the big man Josephus. Nick Nitrous, we just told. Sorry about that. Wow. You got to interview him instead of me. I'll say that much.
Man, you know, that's a mammoth of a man right there. I take it he's in no mood to be tolerated tonight.
Well, after that loss last week at the hands of...
I take it he's in no mood to be tolerated tonight. He's in no mood to be tolerated tonight.
Here we go, back on the air, Southern All-Star Wrestling, Jason James and Nick Nitrous. I can obviously tell that Big Josephus Brody in no mood to mess around tonight.
Wow, man, I just wanted a word with him, Jason. Apparently, last week loss was no stepping stone for him. The man's in an awful mood.
Yeah, lost to the Southern Heavyweight Champion Wolfie D last week, and that will prove to be the fire under the hind end of Josephus in this contest as he looks to hopefully erase that loss with a victory tonight over Kerry Awful, one half of the Southern Tag Team Champions.
You know, I hope Kerry Awful brought his game because Josephus is a mammoth of a man. Like you said, after last week's loss at the hands of Wolfie D, this week he has nothing to be reckoned with.
Wait a minute. There. Oh,
what was that, Jason James?
Well, that just came out of nowhere is what that was right there. It was a victory by Josephus. And Josephus now tosses Kerry Awful right out of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Josephus Brody.
Impressive win as we go to commercial break. We'll be right back with more Southern All-Star Wrestling.
Southern All-Star Wrestling every Friday night, 8 p.m. bell time, Sawmill Arena, Millersville, Tennessee, located at 1214B Louisville Highway. All seats only $8. Call the hotline for more info at 664-2388. Fan-friendly family fun every Friday night. Log on to southernallstar.com.
Welcome in, wrestling fans. Reno Regan's back here in the locker room area, and I'm standing here with none other than the Wolfie D. Now, Wolfie, you are 2-0 against Chris Michaels. Very tough competitor. Both of us have challenged him many a times. He's one tough out. How you plan on handling tonight?
Well, you know, Reno, any true sports fan loves a great rivalry. And this rivalry between Wolfie D and Chris Michaels goes back about 20 years when two punk kids about 16 years old climbed into the ring. And you know who came out on the winning end of that one? It was Wolfie D. And nothing is going to change tonight in the Sawmill. I can assure you of that. Because I'm in the prime of my career, Chris Michaels, and your skills, I've noticed they're deteriorating. You don't stand a chance against me tonight. Because I'm going to tell you something. Look into these eyes, Chris Michaels. Look into these eyes and understand that I am the hunter and you are the prey. Tonight in the Sawmill, it's open season.
Coming up, it's Wolfie D, Chris Michaels. You don't want to miss it.
Ladies are making his way towards the ring at this time. The self-proclaimed King of Nashville, Shane Williams.
Southern All-Star Wrestling, Jason James standing next to the King, Shane Williams, and obviously they brought out all the hospitality for a man of your stature. I understand you have a lot going on right now, some things you want to say to the viewers watching at home.
Sawmill, your king is here! Mr. James, you know why they call me the king?
Because you wear a robe and a crown.
No crown needed. It's because I collect gold. I collect big gold belts. And I'm here for one reason. I'm here for that Southern Heavyweight title.
King Shane, that's a big statement to make. You understand there's a lot of competitors ahead of you on the ladder to success here in Southern All-Star Wrestling.
Competitors? Come on. How about peasants? How about derelicts? Matter of fact, I will take on any derelict,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the...
Whoa. Jason James, it's good to see you, brother, but I'll tell you what, I don't claim to be royalty, I don't claim to be a king of anything, but one thing I do know, and the fans know right here, is that I don't back down from a challenge. So how about, since you're already in the ring, and you want to call somebody a derelict, you want some of me? Hey, that's a challenge, punk. Let me take care of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, match is right ball with a 20-minute time limit.
Cut out. Here we go, action in the ring. Southern All-Star Wrestling. Jason James, Nick Nitrous at ringside, and we've been graced. We've been blessed with the debut of the King. I tell you what, he made an open challenge called the fans of Sawmill Derelicts, the boys in the back, and Hammerjack. Hammerjack answering the challenge here of Shane Williams as he comes to do battle for all the fans here at Quick Roll Up. Go ahead, Jason James.
Hammerjack is guaranteed to be on a house of fire here after his return last week, victorious over Hot Rod Biggs here on Southern All-Star Wrestling, and Hammerjack looks to rebuild that name that he once held here at SAW.
Yes, he did after last week's 2-year return of Hammerjack and King Shane.
Oh, wait a minute now. Inside cradle from Shane Williams and another quick 2.
Wow, man, the action is just non-stop here at the Sawmill. Shane Williams coming to the roster talking smack, calling out the back, and here comes Hammerjack.
Well, I will say Shane Williams has been all over the circuit, all over Tennessee, East Tennessee, West Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia. He's worked the territory. He has definitely made a name for himself in the independent professional wrestling business. But here at the Sawmill, to come in your first day and call yourself the king, that carries a heavy burden right there.
Wow, you couldn't have said it no better, Jason James.
You see now a blatant assault from behind from Shane Williams, and maybe that's the king of what he is, the king of cheap shots, apparently.
That's what it's looking like so far. Definitely not a crowd favorite right here at the Sawmill, starting his debut, calling himself a king.
Watch the right hand from Hammerjack, answers with one of his own. We've got action in the ring, and don't forget still to come on the broadcast. Unbelievable SAW, we're Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line. Wolfie D defends against the headliner, Chris Michaels.
Can you count how many years of experience, Jason James, between these two men will be in the ring right here tonight at the Sawmill Arena?
And two men that have really had, these guys, they grew up wrestling each other all throughout Memphis and Nashville, the USWA and different organizations, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, all over the South. These two know each other like the back of their hands. That's going to prove to be an interesting factor in this heavyweight championship matchup.
Yes, it should. As we go back to the action in the ring, Jason James, what do you think about this King Shane Williams?
I think he's got a handful of Hammerjack's hair right now, as Hammerjack fighting up and Shane Williams is trying to keep him down. Now the referee administering an open hand rule to Hammerjack.
Turnbuckle action. Oh!
Hammerjack catches about a size 12 from Shane Williams right in the mouth.
You know, to put yourself out there in an organization like this as a king with the throne we have set here, it's a high walk to the top at Sawmill.
And wait a minute, King Shane Williams,
where's he going?
Well, we've seen this before from another king we know, but not as successful as Shane Williams in that attempt, as his hand right there you see meets the bare canvas.
Big swing and a miss.
That's it. Swing and a miss, no one home, however you want to say it. Shane Williams now is in a bad way as Hammerjack fights back hard.
House of fire right here at Sawmill. Hammerjack again. Reversal. Boom, baby, boom.
A forearm from Hammerjack and Shane Williams now. Look at Shane Williams out of the ring running away. Wait a minute.
What's going on here, Jason James?
Well, I don't know. Shane Williams up the ramp, but it looks like he's very submissive attitude here from Shane Williams as he ignoring the 10 count from the referee. It looks as if Shane giving up.
Is he saying he's done? I believe he's saying he's done.
I'm here for the gold.
Well, I believe Shane Williams has going to try to get himself blatantly counted out of this contest. The referee at 9, and he has failed to answer the count.
And there it is, Jason James.
Well, that's going to do it. Your winner by countout is Hammerjack.
That's not a...
I don't understand this action from Shane Williams whatsoever.
You ever thought you might have what it takes to be a professional wrestler? If so, Middle Tennessee, you finally have a qualified professional to teach you everything you need to know. I'm Wolfie D, and I have over 22 years experience inside the squared circle, and I've worked for all the major companies. Whether you're a beginner looking to get started or an indie wrestler looking to step up your game, I can and I will give you the tools to succeed. So don't look back one day and say, I could have been. Make your dreams a reality at Wolfie D's House of Champions.
Hammerjack, after that, I don't know what we just saw. Apparently, the man who calls himself the king has just ran from his throne here in SAW thanks to you.
Well, we saw a man that considers himself the king, considers himself royalty of Saul. don't think so. I'm the big dog right around here. Everybody here at Saul knows I'm the man to beat. I'm the one climbing that ladder step by step. It doesn't matter who you are or where you came from. When you step in the ring, you know you can't turn your back on a man like me, Hammer Jack.
Well, also speaking of big dogs, wait a minute.
What is that? Is that Judas Brody?
That's Josephus Brody, and now we've got an all-out brawl here in Millersville as these two just fighting tooth and nail here, Nick.
We got two brawlers right here in Sawmill. Hammer Jack said he was the big dog, but apparently Judas Brody thinks his dog's just a little bit.
Well, Hammerjack, you see, with the elbow sends Josephus Brody straight down. And this, we finally got some officials here.
What's going on? Is that Brewster? The commissioner live on Sawmill with two referees right here at ringside.
Oh, wait a minute. Josephus Brody has grabbed a steel chair from underneath the ring. And this Blake tosses that chair in the ring. This can't be good.
Throw that chair to Hammerjack. Hammerjack Stanley calling the mammoth of a man in. Two big dogs looking to square off. Hammerjack thinks he's a big dog, and so does Brody. You don't see no scaredness here.
Well, these two stand off, and you see once again Josephus still trying to get in the ring. We got to have some extra security out here. We've got to do something to keep these two big men apart.
We need people from the back. If they collide, there'll be no breaking up the sawmill will be broken. Is that the commissioner? That's the commissioner, right? Brewster. What's he saying to Brody to keep him out of the ring?
I don't know. I don't know that it will keep him out of the ring as he once again grabs that steel chair. And now Hammerjack with the steel chair. Now what is going on here? A standoff between these two big Goliaths.
Looks like the trouble of being at the sawmill, Jason James.
Unbelievable, folks. We've got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Southern All-Star Wrestling when we come back.
The 21st of December, the fight before Christmas. You know, Boogie, it's like this. They said the Saw is banned. You know, I ain't got too many friends, and I don't want too many friends, Boogie. It's like this. If I have to go with you, I'm going to steal your pride, Boogie. I'm going to take you down a road you've never been. I'm going to humble you if it's the last thing I do. Friday night, the 21st, the fight before Christmas. It might be your last fight, Boogie.
Welcome in, wrestling fans. Reno Riggins here in an empty sawmill. We've got lights, cameras, but no action. Boogie Nation has been dropped to its knees seemingly after the attack on Boogie from Tim Ernesto last week. And I tell you, in all my years of professional wrestling, I've seen some of the most gruesome attacks. And I'm talking about folks, Abdullah the Butcher, Bruiser Brody, I mean, the old Sheik with the spike. I've seen some brutal, bloody attacks, but nothing compares to what I saw last week when Tim Ernesto attacked Boogie in a cage. And so, you know, the fans of Saw has spoken. They want to know the welfare of Boogie. And so I called Boogie up and said, hey, you know, if you're able to do it, let's do it. If I get you to sit down and let's find out how you're doing. If you're physically capable, let's do it. If you're not, I totally understand. Mentally, if you're ready to, let's do it. If not, I totally understand that as well. But Boogie, being a man of his word, he called me back and he says yes, he'd be glad to do it with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have Boogie with me here today. And Boogie, how's your mindset? How's your injuries after that attack 9 days ago from Tim Ernesto?
Well, first of all, Reno, it's been a long time. It's nice to see you again.
Good seeing you.
Well, everybody knows, you know, I came out here and I was in a battle of my life with Shane Morton. We went from pillar to post, from one side of the cage to the other, and everybody's seen I beat Shane Morton right in the middle of the ring. Right when I got that win, everybody went crazy. Next thing I know, here comes Tim Ernesto. Same old story, same old song and dance. Every single time, somebody has to jump me from behind. But you know Tim Ernesto, Reno, you know this, everybody out there knows this. I've been kicked, I've been stomped, I've been knocked down, I've been dragged through the mud. People's trying to put me out with rusty nails. They try to put me out with boards, tables. Tim Ernesto, you can do what you want to do. You might have me down, but you won't have me down for long. I'll tell you the reason why. Tim Ernesto, like the old saying goes, brother, you know what? Every dog has his day. And why I got Boogie Nation running wild, I don't think anybody, I mean anybody, Reno, and SAW can break me down. So Tim Ernesto, you want to jump me in the cage? You know what? Let's lock and load it one more time. Let's me and you, just me and you, one-on-one, Tim Ernesto. Let's get locked up in the cage like two dogs. Reno, then let's see what happens then.
Now, Boogie, 9 days ago, like I said, one of the most brutal attacks I've ever seen. Physically, you know, you're going to have marks put on you. You're going to get knocked out in this business, but it's not about getting knocked down. It's about getting back up. Do you think, not only physically, but do you think emotionally and mentally you're ready to take on Tim Ernesto in a cage?
Well, Reno, you've been in this sport for quite a few years now. You know, me and you rode up and down the roads together. What have you always told me? You're going to get knocked down. But to be a man, you're going to have to get back on your feet. So, Tim Ernesto, you know what? All it takes is 2 Mountain Dews and a box of Milk Duds, and I'm ready to go. So, Tim, you can do whatever you want to do. You could jump me in the parking lot. You could jump me down at the store, at the convenience store, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Once I get in Sawmill and I got Boogie Nation behind me, Reno, I don't think Tim Ernesto's got it in his gut. I don't think he's got it in his brain. I don't think he's got enough man behind him. So, Reno, why don't you be like everybody else? Why don't you show up at the Sawmill and see who walks out of the cage?
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Determined words from a determined man. December the 21st, the fight before Christmas. Just like he said, 2 dogs in a cage, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Tired of getting around like this? Then come to Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. 500 down, home of 0% $50 weekly payments. That's Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Call them today at 612-7635.
Jason James coming at you with Southern All-Star Wrestling to tell you about our huge event this Friday night, December the 21st. It's a fight before Christmas, live 8 p.m. at the Sawmill in Millersville. Folks, you want to get your tickets now. You don't want to miss this huge card we have on tap for the fight before Christmas. In action, you're going to see the headliner, Chris Michaels, one-on-one with the Django Jet in a contest that's bound to be unparalleled. Also, the Lightning Bolt Kid, one-on-one with Kevin Weatherfee. In tag team action, we're going to see Hot Rod Biggs and Dyron Flynn against Jason Nation and Chris Baum. Also, the Boogie Woogie Boy, Gary Valiant, in the house as he does battle one-on-one with that sadistic Tim Ernesto. All of this is part of a fight before Christmas, our big event this Friday night. All that and so much more you're also going to see for the Southern Heavyweight Championship. If Wolfie D's able to win tonight, he will defend the title against Eric the Dragon Andrews. Also on tap for that big card, you're going to see a huge tag team matchup involving the Southern Tag Team Champions, these 2 men right here, as they defend against the newly formed team of Jeremiah Plunkett and Drew Haskins, Kerry Awful, and Nick Iggy. What do you have to say about that matchup?
Well, me, Kerry Awful, and my good brother right here, Nick Iggy, we're the 2 hottest, up-and-coming, young, hungry men in this sport today. We're not scared of anyone. We don't bow down from challenge. Jeremiah Plunkett, I don't see anything to be worried about. I'm not worried about you, Drew Haskins, because we're Team I-O-U. Tell him, Iggs.
Both great competitors in single realm, so as a tag team, they're going to be that more dominant. But Nick Iggy and Kerry Awful, we have a secret weapon. Team IOU, it's you, the fans. that are the fire in us. Carrie, tell them.
Next Friday, here at Millersville, get ready. Team IOU is going to do what we do best.
Well, your magic.
Your Southern Tag Team Champions are ready. We are ready here in SAW. We hope you're ready at home this Friday night, December the 21st, a fight before Christmas. Do not miss this huge event.
Wow, Jason James, wow.
Confident words from a confident man, but you see Eric the Dragon Andrews catching Alan Shepard completely off guard with that assault from behind before the bell even rang.
You heard what he said, fist, foot, face.
Oh, you can see a double foot to the face there from Alan Shepard as he catches the drop kick to Eric Andrews. And like we said, bad blood in this one. These two no strangers to each other inside the squared circle.
This ain't the first time I heard the song. These two's been brawling. I've been here for a year, Jason James. This been one fight after the next. And when you thought it was over, this is what you get. It's only just begun.
As you see Alan Shepard now with that armbar applied to Eric the Dragon Andrews. Still yet to come on the broadcast, that huge main event. Get ready, Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line as Wolfie D defends against the challenger, the headliner Chris Michaels.
What a matchup that's going to be tonight for the main event right here at Saul.
Handful of hair now from Eric Andrews as he's Alan Shepard now fighting out of that armbar once again with the arm wringer applied. Sends Eric down to both knees.
Alan Shepard coming off a big win right here last week. As all the fans out there singing, trying to add one more of Eric Andrews to the list.
A victory last week on the broadcast over Sheik Saluk. Looks to get a second victory here in Southern All-Star Wrestling. And a credential victory, easy for me to say, credible victory. Would that be one over Eric the Dragon Andrews?
No small competition here, buddy. They've been going back and forth for months, Jason James. You hear the fans screaming, break it.
Well, Alan Shepard definitely has Eric Andrews in a good spot right now, exactly where he wants him. Grounded to the canvas, off of a vertical base, takes all the offense away from the man. He's got that left arm and the arm bar, nowhere for the Dragon to go.
Perfectly executed game plan. Excuse me, like you said, easy for you to say. Game plan by Alan Shepard. What a crowd we got here tonight, Jason James.
Well, they're still filing in here in Millersville, folks. It's the action, excitement that you can catch each and every Friday night. Southern All-Star Wrestling promoted under the NWA banner. We're at 1214B Louisville Highway, the Sawmill in Millersville, 8 p.m. every Friday night, Nick.
Fans, get here early. The house is packed. Jason James, I've said it once. I'll say it again. It only gets better with Saul.
Eric Andrews now, Nick Natchez in complete control of Alan Shepard after that lick to the eyes.
Tides have changed fast around here all night. The action's hot and just keeps getting hotter.
Up and over as you see Alan Shepard catching.
What a catch.
Eric Andrews and tries to plant him across that top turnbuckle. Andrews was able to fight out of that maneuver, but not able to block that clothesline, sending him straight down once again. Hook of the leg, and only a 2 count.
2 count, Jason James.
Alan Shepard now dropping the elbow right across the sternum, followed by one more just like it. A third for good measure, but
and a miss, Jason
Andrews
James.
out of the way.
We've seen one walk to the back tonight.
Saw it coming, scouted it, able to get out of the way as we see Eric Andrews take a little bit of a breather here on the outside, but to no avail. Alan Shepard coming in from behind. Not sure if Andrews got a whiff of him there. Back in the ring, and you see.
Did you see the knee from the Dragon?
Well, that's the shark-like tendencies of Eric the Dragon Andrews right there, taking advantage of every open opportunity. Saw Alan Shepard with his defense down, decided to catch him off guard. That's what you got to watch out for if you want to beat the Dragon, Eric Andrews.
I'll tell you what, that might have been a big knee, but Alan Shepard comes with a spear.
We We saw that spear last week on the broadcast. Absolutely tore Sheik Salouk in half. And you gotta know, you gotta believe that Eric Andrews saw that footage as well. Like you said, no stranger to Alan Shepard. He knows he's got that spear in his arsenal, and Eric Andrews is going to try to do everything he can to stay out of the way of that spear.
How does that go? Jason James hit him with everything and the kitchen sink.
There you go.
5 minutes gone, 15 minutes remaining. 5 minutes gone.
Big headlock.
The elbows from Alan Shepard able to break.
Oh, big high spinning back kick by the Dragon, and Shepard goes down.
A spinning heel kick knocks Alan Shepard straight to the canvas. Hook of the leg. Lateral press. This could be it.
Oh, 2 count.
And a close 2 count. That was so close to being 3.
If you've been arrested, charged with a crime, or have a DUI, it can cost you your job, your liberty, and your future. And this is not the place you want to be all by yourself. You need someone to listen to your needs to help you find legal solutions to your problems. Call the law office of Shaw Cunningham at 615-852-7147.
Time is what he's doing. Climbing to the top rope, trying to showboat a little bit here.
Looks like he's brushing it off.
Well, he's going to be brushing that off after that one. Alan Shepard out of the way. Nobody home on the leg drop. And that right there, you see the look on the face of Eric Andrews did not land pretty.
Man, that has to hurt.
Well, that leg drop off the top right there could have done a huge amount of damage to Eric the Dragon Andrews, who is just now making his way back up to his feet. Swing and a miss. Another by Alan Shepard.
Big right hand.
That one's going to send him down once more. 3rd time's the charm.
And Shepard on fire right here at the Sawmill. Jason James. Wait a minute. Rake of the eyes. Dirty play.
Well, just when we thought Alan Shepard had seen a second win, Eric Andrews back to cut him off once again, straight to the eyeballs. Once again, nothing pretty. There's no psychology in wrestling there. You just poke the guy in the eyes. That's it, Nick.
Hit him in the head.
Flapjack from Alan Shepard.
Did you see that?
Eric Andrews almost touched the roof here in the Sawmill. Pin attempt and
so close. Where did Eric Andrews muster up the strength to kick out of that, Jason James?
Well, goodness, after that flapjack, I could have swore I'd have bet my house this one was over. Eric Andrews seemed like he was launched 15 feet in the air, landed straight on the face, but still, that's the athleticism, the durability, endurance that these athletes have here in Southern All-Star Wrestling. They're in it for the long haul.
Cross body from the second rope. 2 count. Was that a...
Once again, only a 2. This contest continues here in Millersville. Don't forget, still to come on the broadcast, Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line as Wolfie D defends against the headliner, Chris Michaels.
I don't know about you, Jason James, but I personally can't wait.
Once more, the Irish whip reverse now from Alan Shepard comes in, and nobody home, you see.
Wait a minute.
Shepard telegraphed it.
Eric Andrews got out of the way, and Shepard seen it coming a mile off.
And now Alan Shepard with a spine buster, and that's got to spell free. Tell me no!
Oh my God, can you believe the kick?
How in the world did Eric Andrews kick out of that? Unbelievable. Once again, we see Alan Shepard picking Andrews up, but Andrews able to fight back.
Small package.
Schoolboy. And
got the trunks.
Tights.
He's got the trunks of Alan Shepard. The win.
Well, he hooks the tights and steals the victory here in Southern All-Star Wrestling as we take a look at your Cell rewind right here. Up on the shoulders and able to counter out. Hooks the tights right there for a 3. Eric Andrews stole the win tonight, Nick Nitro.
Completely like stealing home. Took it all the way to the back. Pulling the trunks.
Well, folks, don't go anywhere when we return. Your main event in the ring. Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line. Wolfie D one-on-one with Chris Michaels.
NWA Southern All-Star Wrestling. Reno Riggins back here in the locker room area. And if I can invite the
the man of the hour right now. It's Chris Michaels. Chris, you have a very tough customer coming up in Wolfie D. You guys are no strangers to one another, but it seems to me that Wolfie seems to have your number just a bit.
Well, let me disagree with you right there, Reno Riggins. He's gotten lucky twice. Wolfie D, you say you're in the prime of your career. I believe you. You are on your A game right now, pal. And it looks to me that you're in this transformation into this wolf, right? And you say that you're the hunter and I'm the prey. Well, Wolfie D, tonight I'm coming with the silver bullet, pal, and I'm walking out the new Southern heavyweight champion.
Well, Nick Nitrous, it's main event time here at the Sawmill in Millersville as we see making his way to the ring, the headliner Chris Michaels. He looks to capture the Southern Heavyweight Championship tonight here in SAW.
James,
your Southern Heavyweight Champion. This man needs no introduction. Wolfie D in the house.
Listen to that crowd, Jason James.
Unbelievable, a split crowd here in Millersville. This contest is guaranteed to be one for the ages.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall, a 30-minute time limit, and it's for the Southern Heavyweight Championship.
It's the battle on the factory.
There's the sound of the bell.
Right here it is, Jason James, the main event. What we've been waiting on all night.
It's official now. Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line, and just like we said, a split crowd here in Millersville. Some behind Wolfie D, some behind the headliner Chris Michaels.
You have over 40 years experience right here in the ring, Jason James. A lot of people are with Wolfie, but a lot of people love that headliner.
Absolutely, and no matter who you're cheering for, like we said, this is guaranteed to be a phenomenal contest. But between these two men who have a huge history together, like I said, grew up in the wrestling business about the same time, went through the same territories, the same places, USWA, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, they did it all. These two, like I said, they know each other like the back of their hand, Nick Nitrous, and that's going to make for an incredible contest.
I'll tell you what, Jason James, you want to talk about technical wrestling, fans, don't take your eyes off the ring. This should be technical as it gets. Fireman's carry by Wolfie D.
Also, folks, we want to remind you, join us next Friday night in the Sawmill for our big show, Fight Before Christmas. Wow. If you've ever seen one of these shows at the Sawmill before, the Fight Before Christmas show, it's huge every year. This year, no different. You want to join us next Friday night, 1214B Louisville Highway, the Sawmill in Millersville. It's going to be huge.
Fight Before Christmas. Fans, this is one not to miss.
Armbar applied from Wolfie D as he steps over. You see great positioning there from Wolfie D. Puts his body behind Chris Michaels. Kind of cuts off some of those opportunities that Michaels has to slip out of that armbar, which back up to a vertical base is Chris Michaels. Irish whip now.
Shoulder tackle. Quick cover.
Shoulder tackle enough to send him down, and the side headlock takedown. Wolfie D once again in control.
That's what I said, Jason James. You want to talk about a technical matchup? This is the way old school wrestling was meant to be, right here at Southern All-Star Wrestling.
In this contest for your Southern Heavyweight Championship, Wolfie D, Chris Michaels, and what a night it would be if perhaps Chris Michaels walked out of here. We could see it, a new Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Hey man, you never can tell. The action's been hot all night.
Thought we may see a clean break there, but you see Michaels not going to let that opportunity slip up. Get a shot in there at Wolfie D. He knows what's on the line. The heavyweight title is on the line. His name here in SAW. After coming back after that career-threatening injury not too long ago, Chris Michaels is looking once again to climb that ladder of success in Southern All-Star Wrestling. He needs a win over Wolfie D to do exactly that. Referee shoved in the way there.
Wait a minute. A big claw. Oh!
Side slam now. Suplex from Chris Michaels.
You seen our champion not go into the corner and just flatten our referee. You seen that's what a true champion is.
Wolfie able to put the brakes on, but it may have cost him as it was able to allow Chris Michaels the distraction. We see once now Chris Michaels is on top of the action. This one, Michaels going to stomp the leg, going to stomp the arm, stomp the head, anything he can come to, whatever he's close to, he'll take you out limb for limb.
I tell you what, like you said, he has seized every opportunity here tonight. He knows what's on the line.
Michaels now with a short arm clothesline to the champion. Pin attempt. Only a 2 count for Chris Michaels. You see Wolfie D now using the ropes as the aid to get back up. Chris Michaels looking impressive in the early going of this contest, and once again sends the champion.
Did you see that?
With a thunderous back elbow. But once again, only a 2 count. I'm surprised here not to see Chris Michaels hooking the leg when he goes for the pin. A veteran instinct that he's just
overlooking.
Maybe lackadaisical, you know, that nonchalant pin could be costing him a little bit in this contest. But the champion is tied up now. And how good does this look for the challenger?
Tired of getting around like this? Then come to Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Located at 621 Old Hickory Boulevard E. 500 down, home of 0% $50 weekly payments. That's Brewster's Touch of Class Auto Sales. Call them today at 612-7635.
He's getting that head off the axis of Wolfie D. You know, he's looking up in the air. You don't know which way to go, how to get out of this maneuver.
Wait a minute. Missile clothesline.
And Wolfie D punches Chris Michaels with the Luthez press. And my goodness, look at the look in the eyes of Wolfie D.
And there's the bite.
He's hungry.
There's the bite.
The champion is out for blood, and that is apparent as we speak. Body slam now to the headliner, Chris Michaels, plants him in the center of the ring.
Big knee to the chest from Wolfie D.
And the champion with a pin now and a near fall onto the challenger, the headliner, Chris Michaels. It's Southern All-Star Wrestling, your Southern Heavyweight Championship on the line. Right now in Millersville.
Wait a minute, Wolfie caught the foot. There it is, he's calling for it.
And the neck breaker from Wolfie D. Could that be enough? Challenger, no.
2 count.
Well, it's going to take a little bit more than that to keep Chris Michaels down. Like we said, a lot of drive, a lot of heart in this matchup for Chris Michaels, trying to make his way back after that career-threatening injury, and he's got to make a name for himself in this contest with Wolfie D. He's got to prove to the fans here at Millersville that the headliner still got what it takes.
Well, you can't take nothing away from the headliner, but our champion right here at Southern All-Star, Wolfie D, is one of the top competitors in the world.
Wait a minute.
What's
Wolfie D with Chris Michaels planted on the top shoulder.
Wait a minute, reversal. What's Wolfie doing? Oh!
The electric chair drop. My goodness, it's been forever since I've seen that straight up and straight down. They call it the electric chair, and that's exactly what it feels like when your spine hits that canvas. Like a jolt of electricity, and Wolfie D kicks out at 2.
That's a true champion right there, to take an electric chair and still be able to kick out with a 2 count, Jason James. Can you believe the action it saw?
Well, that's why he is your Southern Heavyweight Champion. Exactly, right there. He proves himself time in and time out. Wolfie D, what is he going to take to put the champion away?
Chris Michaels calling for the super kick.
He's looking for it.
He's finished more than one that way.
Wait a minute. And Wolfie D ducks it. Ducks the super kick, and Wolfie D's got him planted, but no.
And super kick kicked Wolfie D completely out of the ring, Jason James.
I have not seen a super kick like that in many moons. As you see the effects, Wolfie D jolted outside of the ring here at the Sawmill.
Wow, man. Chris Michaels went for the super kick. Wolfie D ducked. Chris Michaels goes around, backs it up, and look at Wolfie D. When's the last time you've seen anybody get the snot kicked out of
Wait a minute. Chris Michaels is topside.
Oh, my God.
Double X handle smash onto Wolfie D, and action has spilled outside the ring. Action is out of the ring here at the Sawmill Championship matchup in the ring. Southern Heavyweight title on the line.
Did you see Chris Michaels take to the air?
The leap of a fearless leap from Chris Michaels. And once again, Chris Michaels plans to go topside.
Headed back for the top as Chris Michaels. Wolfie D's down in the ring. This could be a new championship shot right here.
Possibly going for that elbow from Chris Michaels, and he plants it. That's going to do it.
Wait a minute.
He gets the pin, but wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He didn't take advantage.
Chris Michaels may have injured himself on that. You see him grabbing the leg, the left leg. He may have injured him. You know he's got that hip, that injured hip in the past. Pin attempt, but
maybe he took too long right there, Jason James.
Too much time stalling as we see Chris Michaels still may be injured from that elbow drop off the top. I'm not able to. He still hasn't stood up completely, but that could be the reason that it took so long for that pin attempt.
Wait a minute.
And gonna climb again.
3 times. 3 times going to the air right here. Jason James is Chris Michaels tonight in this main event.
Well, Chris Michaels shows no fear once more, but nobody home. And that's gonna cost him right there. Wolfie D out of the way.
Remaining 10 minutes gone.
Both men back to their feet.
And we saw the attempt earlier. Wolfie D catches him and places him right there.
Oh, and what is that?
The reverse DVD. Hook of the leg.
And a 3 count. Wolfie D, still our Southern Heavyweight Champion, Jason James.
The champion retains over the headliner, Chris Michaels. Take a look right here at the Saw Rewind. Wolfie D picks him up, able to plant him with the reverse DVD. And still your Southern Heavyweight Champion, Nick Nitrous, Wolfie D.
And Saw Southern All-Star Wrestling live in Millersville every Friday night. The action's hot and just keeps getting hotter.
And now wait a minute, you'll see Wolfie D with a huge show of respect here.
Wait a minute, down the ramp, look behind you, Jason James. There's King Shane.
Shane Williams in the ring now, and
what is he doing?
An assault from behind onto the champion from Shane Williams. Once again, trying to make his name here in Southern All-Star Wrestling. Wait a minute, a power!
Shane Williams walking out earlier on Hammerjack just to turn around.
Hey, wait a minute,
what is Chris Michaels doing?
Chris Michaels leaves the ring with no explanation
whatsoever. Wolfie D helps a man up on a great match. Shane Williams comes down, self-proclaimed king.
Chris Michaels, you see him leaving the curtain. I don't know what's gotten into Chris Michaels, just leaving Wolfie D high and dry, and unexplained actions here in the ring, but
King Shane Williams don't look much like a king to me, Jason James.
Well, we're running out of time, folks. We will be back next week, next Sunday night right here on CW. It's another episode, Southern All-Star Wrestling. Make sure you join us, and I can't believe this.
Me neither.
I'm the king, and you're not.